Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Toss play. Back heads to his right. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. It's a turnover.
You can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Lets it go as he's being hit. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and hitting the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on fourth down. To throw, it's Ewers. Quick throw to the left side. Throw down completion to the running back. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. And there's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs, to stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Grab near the sticks. It's Bond. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The Longhorns looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Out pass on the jet sweep. Will he score here? And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. To throw, it's Howard. He's escaping the pocket now. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. Second and long, backed up at the 8-yard line. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
He's free around the 15. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner will be brought down. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away, and that's now going to bring up third down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
On third down, he drops to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Looking for some space. It's Judkins.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And now the running back's got it again. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on third and short. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Running play called on third and short. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Defense showing blitz here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Pulls it in. It's Henderson. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Okay, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted to.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Dropping back. It's Howard. Caught quickly. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On the ground, it's Blue. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball over +40. The Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. The run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll hand it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught near the sideline. It's Helm. When he goes down after a short gain, that's not enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defensive coordinator's accounting for everybody except the tight end. He couldn't have been any more wide open on that play. Nice gain downfield by the big man.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff in a single back formation. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. No gain there. Ball will be spotted at the 2 again.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker room.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You've got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Second down play coming up for this offense. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They cut to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. The Buckeyes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Howard. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaks. Got a lane. Can he get in? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Breaking free at the 35. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Caught in the backfield. It's Helm. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Eludes a tackle. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Golden. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Back to pass. It's yours. Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, another... this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the senior quarterback, lucky he didn't get picked up, almost made a freshman mistake.
Boy, 3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Returner decides to fair catch this. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. One more play before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw it on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to throw. It's Howard. The pocket breaking down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. First and 10 now for the offense. Here's that defense shifting again. On first and 10, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Judkins. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, listen, you know... Big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Scanning the field. It's Howard. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run that hurry up. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second down and goal upcoming. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stop for no gain defense. Very stubborn here down near the goal line.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the comeback is on. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Let's it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, what a play here by this receiver for a big game for Texas. And, Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back, and they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy, and maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
All right, here's the toss play. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking downfield. It's yours. Trying to create outside the pocket now.
Boy, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at 2nd and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
1st down and 10. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Grab down the middle. It's Scott. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State. So they find the reliable tight end. He makes the defense pay that time.
You know, know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled on the play, but there is a flag down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? A handoff to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the lines.
And the result was going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play with his defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Bringing you back, it's Henderson. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run it. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Tailback with another carry. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Tackle, but first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense cannot be stopped. Now the important point after attempt. That tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from this secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Hits the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
It's a short completion of the tight end. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Dropping back, it's yours. Looking for the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Finding some room with the 25. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught on the outside. It's Blue. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36. 1st and 10 play coming up. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Here's the handoff.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The shotgun handoff here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Just keep churning these yards now. Playing with the lead here late in the football game. At the very least, you're thinking about making this a 2-possession game with a field goal. But keep eating that clock.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Running back with the football. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he knocks that one right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the kickoff will be a return. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it. Second down play coming up. To the air, it's yours. Looking for his back. And this one is caught. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. Tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Taking a shot here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Throwing for his running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, hold on now, Chris. 1 or 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point and get covered onside kick. You never know.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team. Who's going to execute better? And just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.